Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sling Method. I wanted to introduce you to what we'll be doing in the 9-week Runners Rehab course. And the first thing that we'll be working on is obviously downloading the relevant material. So we've got the ebook for reference and we've got the training manual, which supports the 9-week course. Then, of course, we need to make sure that you have the right and the relevant equipment. Now, we don't use weights. We only use resistance bands in the sling method, although there is a section of the sling method where we use Indian clubs. And of course, those are weighted Indian clubs, but they are not traditional weights in the form of dumbbells, barbells, kettlebells. They're a little bit different. Okay, so what will we be doing in the 9-week course? Well, the first thing is Chapter 1, we do the gait analysis, and we have to do the gait analysis first because we want you to be able to see exactly how you run, to appreciate how you run, to know what you're going to be doing in the course. The course really looks at your gait biomechanics as a priority. And the reason why we do that is because it's the running gaits that we'll be working on improving throughout the 9-week course. So we do the gait analysis, and there's videos in the course, the first part of the course, to run you through how to do your own gait analysis. And this is a tutorial to help you to learn how to do the best gait analysis that you can possibly do to really help you from now onwards. Basically, for the rest of your life, you will know how to do a gait analysis, and you'll be able to assess your running and see exactly what things you need to work on. So you perform your gait analysis, and then you can go to the training manual and you can look at the return to running plan. And there are running plans within the training manual to help you as well. Okay. Chapter 2, we start off with the self-myofascial release and the pandiculations. Remember, we don't do stretching. We do self-myofascial release, which is basically teaching you how to become your best massage therapist. The pandiculations we do as well. Again, instead of stretching, we do muscle activations. We do postural activations. And these pandiculations are really kind of showing you how you need to have your body tensioned so that you can move through your gait cycle really, really well. Okay, so week 1, we do the MFR and the thoracic mobility. That's the thoracic spine mobility. And of course, in the body, everything's connected. So what we do on the thoracic spine helps us to move the cervical spine, the lumbar spine, the pelvis, and also help with our hip rotation as well. In week 2, we do the body wraps. And we continue to do what we did in week 1, the MFR and the thoracic mobility. Remember, each week kind of compounds, not just in volume, but in the learning and what you appreciate and what you do. Okay, so you'll learn more about your body as we go through the course. Chapter 2, we also add in the runner's rehab, and that's in week 3, week 4, and week 5. So week 3, the runner's rehab, we work on the posture side of things. So it's the alignment of our body in a postural situation. So we really look at what your ability is right now, and we start to retrain that through weeks 3 and onwards. And that's when we start to use those red loop bands, the ones that are just a loop themselves, and we do various posture exercises from head to toe, relating to how your body should be able to move and hold itself. Week 4, we continue to explore the body, and I call it exploring the body because I'm going to take you through exercises and self-myofascial releases and postural work that you will have never seen before and never appreciated before until now as well. Week 5, we add in the first part of the gait sequence. So it's the landing and the pronation part of the gait cycle. That's the first part of the gait cycle is where we land, we pronate, and we store the energy. So that's the bouncing for elasticity. So remember, when we run, we want to take advantage of our elastic system. That's the fascial system, the tendons that attach the muscles to the bones and that help us to be really efficient and economical runners. Okay. Chapter 3, that's where we pick up the basic 8. So the basic 8 is the gait retraining. It's how we rotate the body through the gait cycle, how we laterally flex, and how we use all these movements to make your body as efficient and as economical as possible when we run. So we do this in weeks 6 and 7 is where we start to learn the movements of the basic 8. And that's 8 exercises. We also learn the checklist, which is where we kind of apply what we learn in the Runners Rehab to the basic 8 exercises. So this isn't a case of like we learn something, we forget it. The sling method is all about learning and then applying and then building and using what we learn to apply it and reinforce it and keep learning and keep compounding the learning so that we can build through the whole body. So we continue to MFR, specifically areas of sensation. Again, this isn't just random things that we're throwing at you. We teach you so that you can learn. You can maybe take some notes as you go through, and you continue to learn about your body in the process. So we work on the Runners Rehab. We work into week 6 and 7, the Runners Rehab exercises, and then we just reinforce the learning through repetition. Chapter 4 is the running drills, where we start to speed things up. So what we're training with the running drills, this is in week 8, we really, we're learning and applying the skill of running as we incorporate the things that we learned through weeks 1 through 7. So we've taught ourselves the movements of the gait cycle, the movements of the body that we need to use, and then we have to speed them up because running isn't slow, right? Running is fast, and we speed them all up in week 8. That's where we learn those running drills, the skill of running. We keep on MFRing, and what you'll kind of do is you'll work this into your day, into your life. And you'll take advantage of little micro moments of time that you have. Time when you're just sitting on the sofa, you might be MFRing certain areas of your body, and you'll do this at different times as well. We reinforce the posture, the pandiculations, and again, we train the basic 8 and we apply that checklist that we learned in week 6 and 7. Chapter 5 is all about the landing and the toe off. So we've done the landing and pronation and the elasticity, the storage of the energy. Then we've gone through to the movements of the gait cycle in the basic 8. Then we've gone the skill of the running movement in week 8 with the running drills. Now we're looking at the landing and the toe off with a little bit more detail and more specificity with the toe off. So we keep on MFRing. We continue to do all the things that we've learned. And then we have those landing and toe off exercises. And there's a couple of little exercises there that are extra special sling method exercises. So over that 9 weeks, you've really learned so much. And again, it's not like, we're learning something and then we discard it. You're learning something, you're learning skills that are going to help you over the course of time, the next few months, the next few years, the next few decades even of your life, to help you be the best runner, the most efficient runner, the most economical runner for the rest of your life. And also all of those things help you to stay on the injury-free side of the running environment. So we're learning all of these skills and all of these techniques to help you to remain injury-free once you've got injury-free. So again, you're using your brain, you're applying everything that you've learnt through the course for the rest of your life. And this is amazing amount of knowledge and amount of information that's going to help you to continually be the best runner you can be. And that is what the sling method is all about. I look forward to seeing you in the course.